Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at two products that when combined are going to give you a spectacular audio experience. First, we're going to take a look at the Razer Barracuda X. This is a multi-platform headphone that is going to work on a variety of devices, has great audio quality, and it also has a fantastic mic. We're going to do an EBPMAN style call quality or chat quality in this case and audio test, but then we're going to combine it with a brand new artificial intelligence software that's going to give you spatial audio experiences, meaning that you're going to be able to hear things all the way around you. You're also going to have better situational awareness when you're gaming, and this is Immersed Gaming. It's Immersed Gaming Hive, and it's a fantastic AI system that when you install it on your PC is going to take your gaming to the next level. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now, the very first thing that we're going to take a look at are the specs for the Barracuda X from Razer. And Razer refers to this solution as a multi-platform hybrid audio solution. It's a 4-in-1 solution, right? That is going to allow you to have wireless gaming wherever you'd like to have it. It basically uses a USB-C transceiver like this that's going to allow you to connect to any USB-C capable device and have gaming experience. Literally, all you do is plug it in and that's it. No software or drivers to install. You also then have a headphone that is going to be ultralight. You're talking about 250 grams, which is going to give you the ability to wear it, for very, very long periods of time. You also then have a detachable mic that has back and side suppression. So this is going to give you the ability to have really clear conversations or chats when you're using this. 40mm drivers, going to give you a really nice immersive experience. And as I said, this is multi-platform. So you're going to be able to use this on a PC, on a PlayStation, on a Nintendo Switch, an Android device, an Xbox, literally anything that can connect USB-C, you're going to be able to connect it to. Now next we'll talk about the software solution that gives you that immersive spatial audio experience that I was referring to. And this is from Embody, and this is the Immersed Gaming Hive solution. It's an AI-driven surround sound system that's going to make headphones, a variety of headphones, come to life. It's really compatible with most of the gaming headphones that you see out in the market. Now, what this is going to do for you is going to give you 360 spatial audio. And we've seen 360 spatial audio on some earbuds on the market today. And really what it does is it gives you the ability to hear everything that's going on around you, right? It's more immersive. It's pretty incredible. So it's something that you have to experience yourself. Now, what it does also is it comes with a sonar map that's going to give you a sense of where all these sounds are coming from. So we'll see that also as part of the review. And it uses some personalized audio profile, something called HRTF. And pretty much what you're going to get with this solution is directional accuracy. That means that if you're on the battlefield and you hear a creak or a sound, you're going to know exactly where it comes from. You're going to be able to pinpoint it because you'll hear that it's coming from the upper right or the upper left or on the bottom or the top. You're going to know. You also then have enhanced awareness, right? Because again, you're hearing everything, and again, to an enormous amount of detail, you're going to be able to pretty much stay on your toes, which then also brings you to what they refer to as visceral intensity. And the visceral intensity is because since it's so clear and it's so immersive, explosions, things that are happening on the battlefield or any kind of battle or game that you're in become much, much more richer. So let's check out the headphones and then we'll go through and check out the software experience as well. Now inside the box with your Barracuda Razer, you're going to find your headphones. You'll have this detachable mic. This is the transceiver, and we'll take a closer look at this in a couple seconds. And then you're going to have two USB cables that you'll be able to use to connect them in the event that you have to have a direct connection to the headphones. Now, as we take a closer look at the headphones, the one thing that you'll notice is that there's no RGB. This is stealth black, which I think is pretty cool. There is some Razer green showing or peeking through the side here on this button. So you have volume, power button, also some multifunction buttons going on, USB-C, you have aux cable, and then you have your mic placement. The actual memory foam is pretty light and it's springy. Right, and you can see, this is very flexible. The arch here is not going to vice your head, at least in my experience it hasn't. And then you have fully adjustable sides. And one of the things that I'll do is I'll just put this on so you can see what it looks like. So the nice thing about it is that as I turn to the right and then I turn to the left, you'll notice that they don't really have a lot of space here. These are very tapered and they feel really nice. They're very, very light. I just can't say that enough because they are so light. Now, I'm going to go ahead and connect the actual mic to this, and there's a little, I would say, groove there, or kind of like indentation that allows you to kind of snap that in place just like that. Right, so we have now that in place, and then we'll see what this looks like. So I'm going to put these on again, and then what I'll do is I'll bring this mic up. And remember, when we cover mics, we always talk about being at least 2 fingers, right, from your lips, and that's going to avoid all the popping that may come from if you have it too close, right, and then any kind of spit getting on your mic. So two fingers is good. So again, this is what it would look like with the mic and the headphone. Now, as we go back to the actual transceiver, I just want to show you the transceiver itself. Very lightweight, very small, tiny, man. Really, really tiny and lightweight. And this is going to work with a variety of devices. I've even connected this on some of my iOS devices, and it works fine as well. So really allows you to go through a whole variety of devices when it comes to being able to have an audio experience. But the one thing I wanted to highlight is that they don't have Bluetooth. Right, so this is the only way you can connect, or through the wire, through the actual physical cable. So this, or a physical cable, is the only way you can go. So let's go ahead and do some chat tests. We'll check out the audio, and then we'll also check out the Hive software. We're now in a quiet environment testing out the Barracuda X, and as you can see here, our decibel readings are anywhere between 24 and 28 decibels in noise. Let's go ahead and switch. Now this is what the Barracuda X would sound like in a quiet environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Next, we're going to add some wind to the environment. Now this is what the Barracuda X would sound like if there was wind in the environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now we're switching over to a much noisier environment. As you take a look at our decibel readings, anywhere between 35 and 81 decibels in noise. What we'll do is we'll switch to the Barracuda X. We'll stay quiet for a couple seconds, and we'll see how much is being canceled, and then we'll continue with the audio test. So we're going to switch. Now this is what the chat or call quality would sound like if you were making a chat or call on the Barracuda X in a noisy environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. We're continuing our test of the Barracuda X, but this time with an infant crying in the background. This is what they sound like if an infant were crying in the background. Now if you're wondering what the Barracuda X would sound like with a dog barking in the background, this is what they would sound like with a dog barking in the background. Now if the doorbell were ringing, this is what they would sound like with a doorbell ringing while you're gaming. Now next we're going to move into our audio test, so make sure you're wearing some headphones or earbuds so you can experience what we heard.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. Bass.
Now I want to take a look at the Immersed Gaming System, that AI solution that I was referring to. And actually this entire recording is still being recorded now with the Barracuda X. So I'm really using the actual mic and the headset itself. So you won't be able to see me on camera, but that's what I'm recording from. And what I wanted to do is highlight a couple things. First of all, we're going to talk about the app that you see right here. We're going to see how this thing works. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to listen to the experience, the audio experience that you're going to get from this. And we're also going to play some gameplay so that you can hear that in the background as well. So the first thing I wanted to do is go into the app. I wanted to show you a little bit about what's going on here. So first of all, here, as you can see, general shortcuts like you would expect in many apps. You have a user profile that you can actually set up, right? And then what you could do is go through a little audio test. And I thought that this was really cool. I wanted to share with you kind of like what that audio experience is. So we're going to do a test sound. I'm going to stay quiet so you can hear everything I hear.
Front left, front right, center, left surround, right surround, left rear, right rear,
Pretty cool, right? So that gives you kind of like a sense of the kind of audio experience that you can get, how you can get that surround sound going. You have sonar sensitivity, right? And then you have, if there's any updates, you can see that as well. Now here what you could do is you can actually change these settings, and I'm going to change them in a couple seconds as we're playing the gameplay so that you can hear the differences in the actual gaming experience as we start this up. You can change how immersive you want things to be, also the volume as well. And then as you go through each one of these settings, you'll notice that things change, right? So this is basically giving you that experience, that spatial audio experience. And as you get closer to each one of these, it's going to be like you're getting even closer to the combat, right? So you can see right here, it says close combat. Over here, it's immersive mode, right? And this is going to be for accuracy. This is going to be something that you want to have absolute situational awareness because you're on, first-person type shooter type solutions. You want to have that awakening just so that you can make sure that you are ready. Here we're taking a look at, again, Awaken, which is going to give you more of a surround sound experience. So I'm going to play some gameplay so that you can hear what's coming through. So we're going to go ahead and start that up. What did you think? Pretty wicked, huh? So this is what kind of changes when you use this software combined with the Barracuda X. Pretty immersive experience, and as you can see, as we change through each one of these settings, you get a different feel. The closeness of the battle, the actual, then the clarity also changes. So really, really neat experience. So guys, that wraps up our review of the Barracuda X from Razer and the M-Body Immersive Hive gaming solution. See you in the next video.